Hi, welcome back to Glow's Eatery. I have some wonderful guests on this show today, and I'm starting out with the mother in the family, Lee Farber, and soon you'll be introduced to her children, Maya, Jenna, and Nathan, and they are looking forward to an opportunity to make some unique desserts for you to enjoy. And Lee had an opportunity to go to the Blossoms at BB library, and they had an auction last month, and I put in to have one of my shows auctioned off. So I got an email from Lee saying, yes, I won the bid, but I would like my children to be on the show. So I'm asking you, Lee, you know your children's interests. What prompted you to invite them on the show, and you're going to be in the audience?
They really are all interested in baking and cooking. They all have very different palates and different interests, but we thought this would be an opportunity for them to enjoy some experience with cooking and baking all together and making the same thing.
Well, I have had an opportunity to work with the three children, and they are awesome. So that they have agreed with me. I shared some desserts with them from my cookbook, Dessert Gems, and the first dessert that I shared with them is SMORE bars, so that in a few short minutes you're going to see some very able-bodied young people put together some wonderful SMORE bars, and these will be available to you at the end of the show or on YouTube. The other dessert is called Fruit Gems, and you can choose to add any of your favorite preserves, jellies, or whatever to these cookies. So I am looking forward to having your children join me as we maybe make a gentle mess, but have a lot of fun. So you enjoy the rest of the show, and thank you so much for thinking of exposing your children to this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you for welcoming them.
Okay. Now, here we have Maya, Nathan, and Jenna, and the first thing that you are going to do is grease the pan. Remember how to do it? Mm-hmm. Go for it. Okay, so they have a little slab of butter, and they're going to take and spread it around the bottom and the sides. If it's easier, put it closer to you. Here we've got this and this. Jenna, if you want, you can pull it closer, and we can do that afterwards. Good. And this SMORE bar is really a 9x13 pan that I use, and what I did is I divided up the ingredients so that each one will have an equal portion. Good job. Very nice. I know that aluminum sort of bends a lot. I've been finding out a lot about the Farber children, and we have a great basketball fan here, and a soccer player, and a dancer. And you told me that in school you really love reading, is that right? Do you have a favorite story? A book?
No, I don't have a favorite.
Like a theme?
I like sports books.
Sports books, neat. That is neat. And when I was talking to Nathan, you told me you love to cook in the kitchen, right? What do you like to make?
I like to make eggs and
That's awesome. I'll take that.
toast bread.
Really? How neat. And then we have a young lady here who just finished her, what, science MCAS? And oh my goodness, and you had your ELAs and your English and math already?
Yep.
So I'm sure you're glad that's over. Good, thank you. Now, we'll put this aside and take your graham crackers, and let's show the viewers how you get them to be fine. Don't use a blender. Go right ahead. Don't use a blender. Good. Excellent. And make sure, turn it over. Yep. Check it out on the other side. Good. Let me see. This is excellent, okay? You see how this is? Do not, again, put it in a blender and grind it up to powder. It will not come out good. This is excellent. So what you can do is open it up, put it in the bowl. Okay, you're getting it ready. Let me see. Yeah, I remember the last time we sort of crunched a few with our fingers. This is good though. This is very good. See, she's got like medium-sized pieces, and the other side, good, will mix in. It's grainy already. So this is fine. All right? Now what you do is put it in the bowl. And Nathan, you're doing great. Just help me squeeze it a little bit more. Go ahead. Just press it. And let's turn it over and see how it looks on the other. See, the other side is great. See? And then if you see a few that are big, all you have to do is press it with your thumb and it just disintegrates. There. It just blends right in. Perfect. Okay, so now what you want to do is open it up, put it in, and I'll take these so you'll have more room at the table. Thank you. Okay. Now, do you remember what the next thing was to do? Add what?
The sugar?
Yes.
Sugar, yeah.
So add the sugar. Good. Now here's the tricky part. The tricky part is the melted butter. So we're working in a studio and we're not at the kitchen stove, so we have warm butter here. And just make sure that you pour it in, be very gentle, and I have more to add in each of your bowls. Go right ahead. Just pour it in, and if it doesn't all come out, you have a little spatula that you can dig it out with. Okay? Oh, yours came out beautifully.
Where's mine?
Oh, yours is fine. Okay? I don't think you need to take the rest out. Good. Now here's a little bit more. Okay? And for you, blend it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mix it.
What do you blend it with? Yep, go right ahead. Make sure you mix it all in, the sugar, the butter. Good. And once it gets like, if you need to use your hands, you have a towel beside you, feel free to use your hands to get it nice and blended. Make like you're in your own kitchen, in your own house. Good, good. And when you're all through and you think it's all wet, you think it's all mixed in wet, take 1/3 of a cup, put it in this little dish, okay? Set aside 1/3 of a cup. This, I'm just gonna make sure that it's all blended, because sometimes the butter goes way down on the bottom. Okay, and yours, good. Make sure that's all blended, and we'll use every last bit. Of course, if you feel like tasting the pieces that drop, feel free to do it. That's what we do in our kitchen, right? That, and this, you got, was that 1/3? Mm-hmm. You think that's plenty? I don't know, is that, let me just check. I think you can add a little bit, just a little bit more, all right? Just add a dot more. And yours is a third. Good. And how you doing? Good. All right? Good. Thank you. And now, take your aluminum foil pans, put them in front of you, and add the big mix. Okay? And you might need the spoon to get all the rest out. Good. Good. Oh, that's good. Use the spatula, Maya. Wonderful. Now I understand what, you're in the 3rd grade?
Yes.
Aha. Okay, now what you're going to do is spread it around. Perfect. Okay? Now, you might want to use that spatula, or you can use the spoon to just make sure it's completely spread it around. There. What other sports do you like, Nathan?
Football, and I'm starting to like baseball.
You are? Oh my goodness gracious. That is awesome. And you're doing great. You might want to use this to just pat it around. Perfect. Jenna, you were trying to explain to me that you actually take jazz and ballet type lessons, right? Wow, and what is it called?
Lyrical. Lyrical.
Lyrical? Wow, that sounds terrific. Very, very different. Okay, so that's good, right? Okay, looks good. What's the next thing we do?
Put the chocolate chips in.
Add the chocolate chips. Go right ahead, add the chips, sprinkle them all around evenly. Nice. And if you see that you have to spread it around with your hand, do it. Good. And now you know what the next step is. Yep, that's it. Nathan, you're right. Good, that was smart. And you might want to just, flick a few over to the corners. Good, very good. Very, very nice. Now, you want to add what?
The rest of the graham crackers.
The rest of the graham cracker crumbs. And if that happens, just take, that's right, just take with the spatula, with the spoon, or with your hands. Just pick up a few and sprinkle them around. I do that. You don't think you have enough?
No.
Here, what you do is just take and add it here. Do you see that? Once you press it down with the spoon, you'll never know the difference. See that? That's great. And the last step, take and flatten it all out. Good. If you need something to, good, wipe your hands. I do. I need something. Now, did you flatten yours yet?
No.
No. Okay, so you'll do that. And you're doing great. Awesome. I'm just taking these away so that everyone can see the nice work you're doing. Beautiful. Now this is baked in a 350-degree oven for only 10 minutes. And after it's done, my recommendation is to let it cool, refrigerate it, then cut it. So that we will show you more. They're going to bring these out to the oven. Okay, you go right over there and leave your spoon. You take these off. Okay, just remember which one is yours. Go right ahead and we'll be back. These are freshly baked, and they were chilled for a little bit to make it easier. See this? Look at this. This one came right out. Look at
How many
this.
pieces should we cut?
This one, it broke off because it's on a corner. As many as you'd like, Maya. Just keep going. That's great. Did a great job. Wow. Show me how you did it. Hold the pan, yeah. Right. Okay. Fantastic. Came out great. That looks really good. How you doing?
Maya, do you want to try one of mine?
Sure, you want to try one?
Go right ahead. Oh, you did very nicely. Very, very good.
Jenna.
And you know what we'll do?
Easy.
We'll save these till the end of the show, and then we'll ask some folks to come up and enjoy some pieces. How's that?
Good.
Okay. There. It's a little bit chewy and tough, but it all goes down the same way. This is a good one. I'm going to take this piece. Good, huh? So this is the first of 2 desserts, and look how easy it was, right? And it was a lot of fun. You know, you put it together and look at this. Look at the results. Very, very nice. So what I'm going to ask Maya, Jenna, and Nathan to do is to take your desserts, enjoy them off the set for a little bit, and then we'll come back and I'm going to show the viewers how I put together the dough for the next cookie. All right? Okay. I would like to show you how to make the dough for the fruit gem cookies. And it's a little messy process, but I want you to get an idea of what's involved. First of all, 2 sticks of softened butter. And if you notice, I have gloves on for this experience because it can be very messy. So we start out with that, and then I add a 1/2 cup of sugar. And now I'm going to blend it all together. That looks good. Now I have to be very careful because I'm going to add the flour gradually. I don't want it to go flying. So here we have 2 1/4 cups of flour. They're like a thumb cookie. And I bake them between 15 and 20 minutes. I usually do 17 minutes. They come out perfect. And you'll see how Jenna and Maya and Nathan will make the cookies and decorate them. But because it's very, very grainy now, we also add in 2 egg yolks. And I'm going to stop working with the blender now and just do it with my hands. I want to make sure that I get the rest of the egg yolk out, and I usually use extra large eggs. So just to let you know on the recipe, extra large. And this is the fun. It's starting to come together already. It's there. Great dough, and I'll be calling the Farber children back on the set, and they will show you how they make the cookies and put them together. But that's really, and this is good too, but that's really what it looks like. Well, as you can see, we have 3 able-bodied chefs already beginning the process of making these beautiful fruit gems. And what you do is take a ball about an inch, and what I'll do is show you on this plate. Take and press your thumb right in the center, and if it starts to crack a little around the edges, you can close it in very easily. Now we have a lot of choices here. We have a hazelnut spread, the chocolate, so I'm putting that in the center of mine. And Nathan, what have you got?
This is
Oh, that's a raspberry, I think.
raspberry, yeah.
Right, right, right. Make sure that you just get it in the center. Perfect. Okay? And because the cookies do spread a little bit, make sure you leave about an inch between each one. Yep. And a little bit, just a little bit further over. And we have strawberry, apricot. You can choose whatever you'd like. But I do want to show you, some people have allergies to seeds. Also marmalade, the orange rind, some people cannot eat that. So just put the jelly, jams, or preserves in a tea strainer, take a little spoon and really work it hard, and out comes pure preserves. For example, there's one here, this one, the strawberry, it has a little bit of seeds in it, and if you take, you can see that it's coming through. Do you see the bottom? And what you do is you just wipe it off, and you have pure strawberry. There it is. See that, Maya? That would be pure strawberries. What are your favorite flavors?
I like the hazelnuts.
The hazelnut, yeah. And what do you like?
I like pretty much all of them except for the apricot.
Really? Oh, that's my husband's favorite. That's his favorite. And what do you like?
I like the strawberry.
Yep, the strawberry right here. That we have Nathan. You are really enjoying decorating, huh? I'm going to just take it like so that we keep it in the center. You actually are creating a new design, you know, because you put, I think, some strawberries in there along with it. Is that right?
Yeah.
He added 2 different flavors, which is really nice. Very, very nice. And this, I will show you.
Sure.
Good. And if you wanted to, you could make them like this one. It's a little bit bigger, but you don't have to stay with the real small ones. Now, my thumb is bigger than yours. Are you able to get a good indentation in yours? You
Yes.
are? Okay. So let me see. Good. You're doing great. Wow.
Thank you.
Very, very nice. What are some of your favorite cookies? What do you like?
My favorite's chocolate chip.
Yep, chocolate chip, me too.
I like chocolate chip. Peanut.
Peanut?
Like
Is it?
nut? The nut cookie. Oh, like a peanut butter cookie.
Oh, a peanut butter cookie, that's nice. And when you do a peanut butter cookie, what you do is you make lines with a fork on top of the peanut butter cookie. You can make a design. I've seen peanut butter cookies like that. But chocolate chip is one of my favorites too. That is great. Do you want any of those other jellies over there?
I'll do the strawberry after.
Okay,
I'll do the strawberry.
Okay, there's the strawberry. So I think that this is raspberry, and I think this one might be a blueberry. I'm not sure.
That's like black.
Is it blackberry?
Can I please have the raspberry?
And this is what Maya and Nathan and Jenna made the other day. And that is quite a fantastic display. And do you see how they got a little bit bigger when I baked them?
Yeah.
So they might start off 1 inch, but they become 2 inches.
I remember that this one at first was like extremely small, and now it's like very big.
Right, right. Would you like one?
Sure.
Go right ahead. Aha, a hazelnut favorite. And you've got, I think, a raspberry. How about you, Jenna? These can be frozen so that if you'd like, you can keep them for several months and take them out, pack them in your lunch bag. Are you more of a bring lunch to school person, or do you like?
Yes.
You are. What about you, Jenna?
I bring lunch to school too.
You, Nathan?
Sometimes I buy, but
What do you buy?
pizza.
Pizza. I was going to guess that.
We used to buy tacos, but we stopped.
Really? Well, that's nice. That's okay. But the fact that you bring things to school, you have an idea of what you'd like to create at home. And I'm sure it's healthy foods. Here's a way to be creative,
Can I have the blueberry?
Yes. Decorative, and it helps them to stay focused too, which is another really important thing. You're doing wonderfully. Yep. See that? I like the way you did that. He indented that very, very nicely. And you're very methodical. I noticed that you're going up and down the line. You're separating them as well as you are. Wow. He's making his own design. Very nice. And what I would like to do, I would like to invite Mom to come up and anyone else who is available to try some of the cookies that you did the other day. And come on up, Mom. And I'm also going to bring over some SMORE bars. So help yourself. And here's a little sampling of the SMORE bars, so that if you'd like to take a little break, you can. And here's a napkin if you'd like it. And it has really been a pleasure having these children on the show. They're focused, they're polite, they're very engaged in the cooking process. And it really is nice to see that, and I thank you for being here with me. And just make sure that if you want to know how to make these two lovely desserts, just either email me at glomez@verizon.net or go on YouTube, look for the show, and at the very end there's a little arrow in the right-hand corner, and if you press it, you'll see the recipes. Thank you for joining us. See you.